Good afternoon. Welcome to the next edition of Tech-ficient, where we discuss the most innovative technologies that exist out there that make our life at work much more efficient, that make us much more productive, with the end goal of us reducing our working hours and gaining back some of that work-life balance that we so desire to have. Last time that we had met, I showed you Sorted. Simplify with Sorted, a great email app that you can use that makes your email productivity and your work productivity so much greater. Makes you much more efficient. So here you have my Kanban board of Sorted. As you can see, I have some up. But I don't have any except for one right here that needs to be read and worked on. And this is on my to-do list already, as you can see. I have it right there, to do. And it's also right here. I do, however, want to move it up so I don't lose it. And there it is. And if you recall correctly, I can go back from Sorted to Gmail. That's what I use. Quickly and easily. I can go back and forth. If I would like, I can even make Sorted a partial sidebar to my Gmail. So I'll just have my lists, my Kanban lists right here that I can still see, or I can remove it altogether. Today, what I want to show you is another extension to Gmail or to Outlook, and it's called Boomerang. Some of you may know this, but some of you may not. Actually, I'm guessing many of you do not. Boomerang is a powerful email extension that just adds to the power of Sorted that allows me, as well as others, to be much more efficient and productive during our work hours. For me, with Gmail, it is a simple add-on. I go to the web store and I add on Boomerang. If you do not use Boomerang, you can also go to Outlook and get it for Outlook as well. I'm guessing that you could use it for most, if not all, of the email servers that exist. As you can see here, let me slide this out of your way. There is a pricing. What I'm about to show you today is the free version of all this, and it's pretty powerful with just a free version. However, the paid for version is much better as well. So let's go back to my inbox, where we can take a look at Boomerang. Let me slide this out of our way. You can see my extension to Boomerang right here. You can also see this thing called Pause with a little Boomerang on it as well. And you can also see my Boomerang up here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and compose a Gmail or an email. Bring this up. What Boomerang allows me to do is, just like anything else, write an email. So let's go ahead and write an email to myself. I'm going to call this test, and call this test so you guys can see it in action. So if I'm sending out an email to an individual, there's multiple things that Boomerang can do for me. I can send it out as is right now, just hit send, that you would normally do. I can also choose to send this later by clicking on send later. And when I do choose that, it gives me options in 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, 2 days, 4 days, and you can read this. And even type in a specific time and date and hit confirm. I can send it at that time frame. Right now it's scheduling the message of test for that time frame. And then out it went. So now it has been sent, but it hasn't been sent. It's sitting in my sent mail, but it will go out in 1 hour. It's not going out right now. So I can set a time for it to be sent out. Let's choose another one. Again, let's send myself another email. Call this test 2. And here, let's say I wanted to send an email to somebody, and I wanted to make sure that I knew if they read it. With Boomerang over here on the right-hand side, I can click this little down arrow and choose to have a request read receipt. And this will tell me if the person has opened up the email and spent time on it, which would notify Boomerang that they have actually read it. When that occurs, Boomerang shoots me an email saying that Mike Martin did indeed open up this email at a certain time and probably read it. So that's very, very helpful for me because I want to know if my emails are getting through and if they're reading them or not. So that's been very helpful as well. Now, let's say I want to send out an email to somebody, but I definitely want to have a response by them. So I could, on this one, again, I would set up a read receipt, so I would know if they read it, but I also would want to have a response by them. And as you know, your days get busy, and you get hit with 100 to 200 different things, sometimes more, and you may forget that you're looking for a response from an individual. You can actually have Boomerang tell you this. It's pretty interesting. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on this little button right here. All right, and it's going to say, okay, tomorrow morning, or I'm going to Boomerang this either in 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours tomorrow morning. Again, you get the same options or a specific time and date. I'm going to choose 1 hour. All right, I'm not going to choose it yet, but I'm going to say tomorrow morning or in 1 hour, doesn't matter, if there's no reply. Or I can choose if not clicked, if not opened, or regardless. So in other words, what will happen is when I send this email out to this individual, I can choose to have Boomerang the email back to me if this person does not reply, if this person has not clicked it open, or has not opened it, or whatever, it can come right back to me. And that's a reminder, oh, hey, I sent this email to John Doe. I need a response from John Doe. It hasn't happened yet. That's a pretty powerful tool. So I'm going to say by tomorrow morning, I would like Boomerang to send me, to Boomerang this email back to me if John Doe has not yet replied to me because I want a reply. And hit send, and out it goes. Tomorrow morning, I will receive an email in the morning if John Doe has not opened that email. So it's a pretty awesome way to keep track of whether or not your emails have been read, of whether or not your emails have been responded to. It's just a great, powerful tool. And there's another thing in here, too, that I want to show you. I'm going to send out an email to myself again. We're going to call this test 3. And then if I were to just type and keep on typing and keep on typing and keep on typing and keep on typing, on and on and on and on, what you'll notice is down here is this bar. And you can't see it right now, but it's going to give you the odds of this email being responded to. Right now, it's very unlikely that anybody will respond to this email. Why? Because the subject length is not very good, the word count is terrible, the question count doesn't exist, the reading level is way low. So it will actually tell me whether or not people will respond to this. So if you were to get sometimes a little bit wordy in your emails, Boomerang will let you know you're getting a bit wordy and that you may not be responded back the way that you would like to. So just yet another little powerful tool for free that Boomerang offers you as well. Let's get out of that. And the last thing I want to show you, and this is very helpful to me, as I'm working in my email, sometimes I have to sit down and spend, a lengthy amount of time on my email. And if that's the case, I don't want new emails coming in, because if new emails come in, then I notice those and I pay attention to those as opposed to the other ones. So Boomerang allows me to pause my inbox by hitting pause inbox. And this then will stop all emails from coming in. They'll come in, they just won't show up. And I can turn on an autoresponder. Such as, and mine says my inbox is paused. Thanks for emailing. I pause my inbox so I won't see your email for a while. If this is urgent, please contact me another way. So that way people are sending me emails, and if it's urgent and they need to get through to me, this responder will bounce back to them, letting them know that it's been paused and that I'm here, but they need to communicate with me a different way. And then this will allow me then to go ahead and pause it and get right to my inbox and work on all the things that I'm currently working on without getting new emails in that will distract me. Because in today's world, we have lots of distractible information coming our way. In my job, we have lots of distractible information coming our way. And I do not want to be distracted at certain times unless it's an absolute emergency. And as you can see, it says your inbox is currently paused. And then you can go back and unpause it as well. And when you unpause it, all of the emails that were paused, that were held off, will now flood your inbox. So there you have it. Boomerang, a very, very powerful tool, works really well with sorted. It makes my time much more productive, much more efficient when it comes to my email. It makes me much more efficient and much more accurate when it comes to tracking emails that went out. I can tell if someone's read that email. I can make sure that they get a response to me. I can even schedule inside of Boomerang if I would like. And then, of course, Boomerang and sorted can work hand in hand as well. Awesome tool, very powerful. This is the free version. Check it out. As always, if you like this, please share it with others, because again, the whole point to this is to bring some sort of personal life back to the people. Here in the United States, while work is a great thing and we all have to work, we also have to be people outside of work. So free up your day by being more efficient during your work day. Please visit Tech-ficient. Let people know about Tech-ficient. This is where all of my short videos are. And then also let them know about Breakthrough EDU as well. As always, have a great day. Take care.